This year, that part of the body of Christ known as First Presbyterian Church, Greenville, North Carolina, turned 120 years old. We were able to complete the major renovations to our sanctuary. Who would have ever dreamed we would have such an instrument? But faithfulness is always rewarded with not only usefulness but beauty. But organs are only useful and sanctuaries are only beautiful if they glorify God and bring people into a closer relationship with Jesus Christ. We started the year with the annual youth ski trip to the mountains of North Carolina. This is a time of fellowship and recreation, but it's also a time of team building. And growing in one's faith. Both old friends and new friends get together to enjoy the nature and wonder of God's world. Our Presbyterian women begin the year with their winter gathering. Again this year, they had their annual tasting tea, raising funds for the Neighbor to Neighbor program through Greenville Utilities. And then they concluded the year with their spring gathering. Our children enjoyed times of recreation, the annual Easter egg hunt, where there were activities for all. We moved right into Mayfest for missions, cooking nearly 1,500 chickens, serving hot biscuits and cinnamon buns, with our indoor yard sale, our toy sale, our bake sale, and the outside cafe, along with the outdoor yard sale. We were able to raise over $40,000 for missions, along with our golf tournament and our silent auction and live auction. I am always amazed at the number of folks who come out and work, and the way this congregation pulls together to make this event so great. We continued with outstanding Christian education programs, and our annual Vacation Bible School, where children spend a week learning and growing in their faith. There are times for Bible study, times for recreation, for crafts, and mission studies. Through all of our activities, we continue to keep the promises that we as adults make to our young people. Helping them grow in their faith while we share the journey with them. Our children's music program continues to thrive, giving both a learning opportunity and an opportunity to grow in their faith, as well as developing enthusiasm for music. Indeed, those who are taught music early have a tendency to excel in other areas. Both academically and socially. We provide opportunities for our youth as they grow to lead worship and to discover hidden talents, while at the same time participating in worship leadership. Our older adults continue to share the faith and enjoy the journey by sharing their time around table and exploring their world. Indeed, First Presbyterian Church is blessed to have many faithful saints who do the hard jobs so that the rest of us may be blessed. Right in the middle of a busy summer, our congregation stepped up to host Presbytery. Though called on at the last minute, the faithfulness of this congregation proved itself worthy once again hosting an outstanding event, congratulated by many in the Presbyterian of New Hope. Our Prayers and Squares group continued to make prayer quilts for those with special need, along with our knitters who knit prayer shawls for those who need special prayer, along with our address angels who are so faithful to come every month to put together our newsletter. When summer comes, our youth have many opportunities to share their time with one another. From a mission trip this past year to the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota, where they had the opportunity to experience a new environment, to work alongside others, to make a difference in people's lives, and to learn about a different culture and how they are making their way in God's world. At Montreat Youth Week, our youth have a time of bonding with one another while they enjoy each other's fellowship and meet new friends. Whether it's gathering outside of Anderson Auditorium for worship or just spending some downtime with one another, our youth continue to share their journey and grow in faith. Our age ventures had many trips this year, from boat rides to meals out. Then we rolled right into fall with our annual Fall Festival, with our children continuing to sing and their mothers spending time with one another, growing in their faith as well. We ended the year on a high note with a great Advent. Our house churches continue to gather for fellowship and fun. And indeed, we complete what we've begun, baptizing more children, making promises that we will be faithful to the next generation, while at the same time saying our goodbyes to old friends and faithful members. Sung Hee Chang, our Director of Christian Education for the past 8 years, moved on to accept a position at Union Presbyterian Seminary in Richmond, Virginia. And God has blessed us with the arrival of Kathleen Williams to be our educator, at least for the interim. And so as we complete our 120th year of mission, we thank God for the faithfulness of God's people from generation to generation.